Jason!
Woo! Yeah, I know, right?
Nobody can say my last name. My wife refused to take it.
True story.
And so it was, in the late 20th century, that the Radio City Music Hall Rockettes went out into the land. And it was good. And they brought with them all types of nativity animals. The sturdy donkey, the fluffy sheep, the bastard camel. And they did settle in a palace in the city of Myrtle, in the land of South Carolina. And the camels did perform on stage nightly, twice on weekends. And they brought with them the humble camel toweler to dry the camels off before they went on stage. I am that man. This is my story. Now let's talk about the history of camel toweling. Camel toweling has been around for thousands of years, almost as long as the camel itself has been domesticated. They speak of it in the Bible. During the floods, camel toweling was big. Many a camel was dried that day, I tell you. And so the modern camel toweler still exists. Today, the Rockettes are pretty much the only place that utilizes professional camel towelers. As it was with the ancient Egyptian Rockettes, so it is with the modern Rockettes. The Rockettes have a Christmas show, and in the Christmas show they have a nativity scene. And the nativity scene has, among other things, a sheep, a donkey, and 2 camels. All the animals live in a field out back of the theater, and if it rains, they have to get toweled dry. And this is how you do it. Small circular motions with a fluffy towel. That's it. Simple to do. Difficult to master. Sorry, that took a while. A camel toweler knows camel anatomy very well. In fact, you'd be surprised, many camel towelers have advanced degrees. I myself have a master's degree in costume design, which does me just about as much good as toweling off a camel. These are the zones that the camel toweler has to dry. The camel toweler has to be familiar with the zones. They have to know what zones are priority, and they have to know which zones are safe. Which brings me to my next topic. Safety. There are safety zones and danger zones on a camel. Let's see if I can use this laser pointer. Here we go. This is a safe zone, the neck. You're too close to the legs to be convenient to kick, and you're behind the head, so you're out of the way for biting and spitting. The legs and feet are the most dangerous areas to dry. The tips there are you need to crouch, don't bend at the waist. Bending at the waist hurts your back and opens your ass to biting. Yeah, it's true. Oh, wait. This is not working. Oh, now it's working. There are zones around the camel that are safe and dangerous as well. In front of and in back of the camel are, generally speaking, danger zones. In front of the camel, you've got spitting and biting. In back of the camel, you've got kicking and what can be called explosive defecation. On either side of the camel is, generally speaking, a safe zone. However, do not get in between 2 camels. Vitally important. Now, if you want to become a camel toweler, generally speaking, most people start small. Towel off a squirrel. Towel off a rabbit. Move your way up to small dogs, goats, and sheep. But never, ever try and towel off a cat. Danger. Now, many retired camel towelers will towel cows They're just trying to keep the blood flowing, keep the juices going. But it's not the same. There's no adventure. There's no danger. A man that can't say this. A man that towels cows towels nothing. And so I have retired from camel toweling, but I still think back in my glory days, and I'm not the only one. John Travolta was a camel toweler. He is here reliving his glory days, as is Paris Hilton, one of our few female camel towelers.
Pickle shot.
Pickle shot. Pickle shot. Pickle shot. Pickle shot.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's different than last week, dude. Wow. You might not know this, but camel toe was invented by Paris Hilton. And so I have moved on to other things, left my camel toweling behind me, and I look back at my days with Radio City Music Hall Rockettes with fondness. If you want to be a camel toweler, a quick Google search will find all the stuff you need. But getting a formal education in camel toweling is actually a little harder to do. Your best bet is to buy a towel and find a camel. Thank you very much. Holy crap, dude. Where did you get this pickle juice?
We got this stuff from the bottom of the bottle, so it's fermented. Any questions out there? Like, how did you do this ever in your life? Okay.
Is there an animal that I wish I could towel? Pandas. I mean, seriously, who wouldn't towel off a panda? Can you imagine how wonderful that would be? Oh, I've got a wet panda. What'll I do?
One here.
Could this job be performed by a warm breeze?
No, oddly enough, once they bring the camel in from outside and the Rockettes are milling around it, no breeze is getting through. It requires a professional camel toweler. And I was there to perform the action.
Hi, what is the pay like?
I got paid so much money for that job. It was fantastic. At the time, I was working for minimum wage somewhere, and I got hired as the wardrobe supervisor for the Radio City Rockettes music Christmas show in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Paid $1,500 a week. Lasted 10 weeks. I made enough to buy a car. It was not a fast car. It was a bus. Anybody else?
If the side of the camel is the safe side, if you're on the safe side of two camels, what makes it dangerous?
Oh, you don't want to step in between two camels. You're on the safe side, and that's how they get you. You think you're on the safe side. You're like, here's a camel here. I'm safe, and I can dry it off. Oh, here's another camel here. No, wait, they're getting closer. Oh, what did they do? Oh, my God. Yeah, don't get in between two camels. Your best bet is to be on the ground.
So, your wife, who did not take your last name, is she a Rockette or a former Rockette?
No. I never dated any of the Rockettes. I did date one of the lighting women, but I never dated any of the Rockettes. And my lovely wife is not a former Rockette, but she's still lovely anyway.
What happens when a wet camel gets on stage?
Okay, when a wet camel gets on stage, it gets bad. So when a wet camel goes on stage, they drag water with them all across the stage. And then all the Rockettes run out there in their little dance shoes and try and kick and slip on their ass. It's awesome. So they also tried to climb up on the can. It's a whole other thing. But yeah, no, the water makes the stage slippery, and somebody had to towel off the camel, and I didn't have anything else to do, and so I got to towel off the camels.
We got one back here.
How do you say your last name?
You say it quickly and hope nobody notices. Anybody else?
Do you have aspirations for any other animal drawing?
No, I'm done with animal drying. I won't even dry off my own dog anymore. Grooming happens with somebody else.
Up to you, dog.
Thank you so much.
Give it up! Incredible. Good job. Sorry about the spice, but not. All right. Well, that.